Just Ask by Naomi O'Brien. Fatima and her stepmom took a trip to the library so that Fatima could attend an art class. When Fatima got inside, she saw some kids from her school. She walked over to their table, but before she could pull out a chair, a boy named Zane did it for her. He held her arm to help her sit down. The librarian passed out paint and brushes and told the kids to create a self-portrait. Everyone began painting. Fatima reached for a bottle of paint, but Zane picked it up and started opening it for her. "Thanks, but I can open it myself," Fatima told Zane as she reached for the paint bottle. She was feeling annoyed. Zane looked hurt. He just wanted to help her. When it was time to clean up, Fatima picked up some paintbrushes to wash at the sink. Zane rushed over and took them out of her hands. "Don't worry," he said with a smile. "I'll take care of those for you." Fatima felt her cheeks turn red. She was embarrassed and angry that Zane was treating her like she couldn't do anything. "Stop doing things for me without asking," she snapped. "I can do it myself." Zane looked confused. "I was trying to help you," he explained. Fatima knew that, but it was still frustrating for her. "But you grabbed me, tried to open my paint, and took those paintbrushes away from me, all without asking. I wish you had asked first," she said. "I just wanted to be nice," Zane insisted. "I saw your walker and thought you might need help." "Just because I have a walker doesn't mean I can't do anything," Fatima said. "I want to do things for myself, and if I need help, I'll ask for it." Zane finally understood. He thought he was being helpful, but it wasn't helpful to Fatima. "I'm sorry," Zane said, handing the paintbrushes back. "Next time, I'll ask." "Thanks," Fatima replied with a small smile. When it was time to go, they were excited to take their paintings home. Zane started to reach for Fatima's, but then he stopped and asked if she needed help. "I've got it," she grinned. "But thanks for asking."
Save It or Spend It by Naomi O'Brien. Every Saturday, Aki checked the shoebox under her bed to see how much money she had saved up. Aki earned $5 every week from her grandmother for doing chores around the house. She was trying to buy a new video game, but it was taking forever. Every time Aki and her grandmother went to the store, she would run to look at the video games. The game she wanted cost $20. Aki never had enough money, so she would buy small toys or snacks instead. "I'm never going to be able to buy that game," Aki said with a frown on the bus home from the store. "Why do you think that?" her grandmother asked. "Because it's $20. I wish I got more money when I did chores," she grumbled. When they got back home, Aki's brother Michael heard her complaining about not having enough money. He pulled out a calendar and told Aki to circle the days she got paid for chores. Aki used a marker to circle 4 Saturdays. 5, 10, 15, 20. Aki's brother counted, pointing to each day she got paid. If you saved your money for 4 weeks, you would have enough to buy the video game you want. "But then I won't be able to buy anything when we go to the store," Aki replied. "Aki," her brother smiled, "it's up to you if you save or not. Let me show you what I do." Michael showed her 2 jars. One was labeled spending and the other was labeled saving. "What are those?" Aki asked. "My money jars," Michael exclaimed. "When I get paid for my chores, I put $4 into the saving jar and $1 into the spending jar. I save most of it so I can have money for something special." That's a great idea, Aki said. She ran to her room and got another shoebox. She labeled one spending and the other one saving. It will be hard not to spend all of my money as soon as I get it, but I really want that video game, Aki thought. It took some time, but Aki worked hard and finally saved enough to buy her video game. Aki was glad she stopped spending all of her money right away and learned to save for something she really wanted. I wonder what I can save for next, she thought with a smile.